Hey guys, welcome to finally a good yo-yo string making tutorial. Today I'm going to show you exactly what it is that I do that makes my yo-yo string so good, and hopefully I'll be trying to do it in a way that's really easy for you guys to duplicate at home. Although I would very much like to show you guys how exactly I use certain parts of the gearboxes and whatnot I use to twist my string really fast in the small compartment that is my room. Instead, I'm going to show you guys how to make it with more limited materials. Make it by hand, make it with just a regular old Dremel tool you might find in your house, and hopefully the ultimate goal of this video is such that you guys will be able to, instead of having to contact certain people asking for them to make string for you, end up being able to make it yourself out of a material that is customizable to you, one that you find you really like more than any other kind that anyone else really likes. Not every yo-yoer is the same. Every yo-yoer yo-yos differently. Some people like whippier string than others. Some people like not completely different types of string, but slightly different types of string. And hopefully you guys will be able to have fun experimenting around with different formulas and whatnot. Anyone can do this type of thing. It's not that hard, and that hopefully at the end of this video you'll believe me when I say that. With that said, good luck. Here you go. So the bare minimum that you need to make yo-yo string, assuming you have two things like chairs to make yo-yo string with, which is what I'm going to use in this tutorial, are 4 paper clips and then your thread. That's it. You don't really need scissors, but they could help. But in this tutorial, this is all that I'm going to use. Getting started, you need to know that the way you ever attach the ends of your thread to your paper clips are with simple slip knots. You never need anything more complex than that, and at the end of the day, friction is more important than actual knot strength. Now, you need to get your 2 anchor points, ideally things like dumbbells, coat hangers, or chairs, things that don't really like to move easily. Once you have those, you need to make attachments to your anchor points. All you have to do is double over a good length of your thread, about 10 feet, and break it apart with your hands. It's not that hard, and you don't need scissors. Just wrap it around your fingers a few times, then break it apart. Double over your string a few times until it's about 8 inches long, or long enough to make it around your anchor point with the following knot. The knot you have to use is called a girth hitch. G-I-R-T-H, hitch. And I demonstrate it above. Now that you have your 2 loops on your anchor points, you need to attach 2 of your 4 paper clips like hooks to one anchor point and the other 2 to the other anchor point. Make sure they are attached in series, like 2 links in a chain. Now that your paper clips are in place, you're going to pick up your spool of thread and put a slip knot on the end of it. Do not cut a length of thread ahead of time. You'll then proceed to tie the slip knot to one of the bottom lengths of the paper clips. It doesn't really matter which one. Once you have the slip knot attached, you send the spool of thread around the bottom paper clips of the chains in order to form the cord of what will be your yo-yo string. The average quantity of times I've found appropriate to wrap around was approximately 8 times, but it varies from thread to thread. In order to tie off the string, it is very, very, very important that you do not tie an actual knot. Friction hitches are the way to go because they are far faster and lower the chances of you accidentally putting slack in your string. You need to wrap your string twice around the end of the paperclip, then rotate it 360 degrees and repeat 3 to 5 times. Tension will be very important from this point onwards. Now comes the hardest part. Take your string-bearing paperclip off of the anchoring paperclip and begin to twist your string clockwise, with the anchor point as the reference for your clock face. The quantity of times you twist your string is better measured by how much your string contracts, rather than an actual quantity of times you twist it. A length contraction of 12 to 17.5% is the optimal range that I've found for most polyester threads. So the quantity of time which I spent initially twirling my thread in this video is far shorter than it would be in an actual full-size string. Normally, it would take you about 4 to 8 minutes of twisting. Once you're done with the initial twist, you must fold the string in half, bracing it with either one hand or by wrapping it around your body if your string is very, very long, and hook it onto the opposite side's anchoring paperclip. Be very, very careful not to allow any kinks in the string or lapses in the tension. Now the most important part. While pinching the string with the karate chopping part of your hand, twist the opposite direction, counterclockwise, while sliding up the length of the string until you hit the end of it. Do not simply twist at the end of the string while providing no support for it as you ascend the length. This is the most common mistake. Once you are at the end of the string, tie an overhand knot with the long part of the string behind you, then simply slide it off the ends of the paper. There you go. This tutorial went over the details of how to make a string approximately 1/6 the size of a regular yo-yo string. All you need to do to scale it up to a real size string is to move your anchor points apart. That is the reason why it is best to use things like chairs, as they are difficult to move but not impossible to move. It is a tremendous waste of string to have to cut your string lengths constantly, which is exactly why the string you see displayed in the picture here is my perfect length of string for myself. 3 feet, 5 inches in a post knot string length with an initial core length of 9 feet, 11 inches. Good luck, and thanks for watching.